What's up, Rayquazers? So, I have another battle here for you guys. Hope you guys like this one. It's facing Liam, if you guys know him on Facebook. And I used, somewhat of a weird team. I mean, look at the build on my team. It's, strange. He used a lot of OU stuff. And, I mean, I used, some OU stuff, but really, most of my team is not OU. Like, the Tentacruel and Metagross are, and I guess if you want to count Staraptor since he's BL, then he is too. But, Cradily, Cofagrius, and Cobalion, you never see those in OU that often, honestly. Okay, well, comment question really fast. What is your guys' favorite item? I want to know that. Anyway, let's get started. So he's going to lead off with his Crobat. I'm going to lead off with my Cradily. And my Crady's just going to set up the Stealth Rock, so he goes for the Protect to activate the Toxic Orb. Or at least I thought that's why he went for the Protect, but the Toxic Orb didn't activate, which is kind of weird. He goes for the Ice Vein. And honestly, maybe he forgot to attach the Toxic Orb to this Gliscor. It's possible. And he must not be expecting offensive Tentacruel, because my Ice Beam just outright KOs him pretty nicely. Pretty great. And now he's going to bring in his Conkeldurr. My Tentacruel's like, I got this. Go for the Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump will do some damage, and he survives, which sucks. And he goes for the Hammer Arm and gets the crit, which matters completely, unless that is a Choice Banded Conkeldurr, but I still think it matters a little bit, because, I mean, Tentacruel has some pretty respectable bulk, even if you don't invest in it. So, I think it mattered. It might not have, though. So he's going to switch into his Volcarona to take all that Stealth Rock damage, and I'm going to go for the Calm Mind, knowing he's going to switch, and I'm guessing it must be Choice Banded if he switched right away. Chances are, is my guess. And he's going to go for the Bug Buzz as I go for another Calm Mind. Just kind of setting up Cofagrius right here, and now he's going to go for a Fiery Dance, which is going to do a lot more damage. And that 50% chance for a special attack to raise kind of sucks. It scared me a little bit. And so, basically, he's going to go for a Quiver Dance, hoping to set up his Volcarona as I'm setting up. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. So I went for this Calm Mind because, I'm obviously slower. And he goes for Fire Dance, which I believe I go for a Rest right here. Something like that. No, I don't. I just go for the Shadow Ball because I'm like, hey, I don't want him to set up. So, yeah. Took down a Volcarona with Cofagrius. And now he's going to bring in Latios, which I expect is Choice Spec. He goes for the Draco Meteor. Misses, kind of makes up for the crit a little bit, because now I rest up and heal up, and I am Chesto Rest. So, gotta get rid of that rest status. Now he's going to go for the Draco Meteor, and that does a lot, despite all my plus for Calm Mind, so he must be Spec'd. I mean, that was insanely a massive amount of damage that it did. There's no way he's not Choice Specs Latios. So I'm going to go for Calm Mind because I'm like, uh-oh, this is no good. It's very, very bad. And now he's going to go for the Payback. I know I can live because I have Defensive Investment and Mummy, which means no more Guts for him. Which is good if I wanted to, burn him or something now. But, I don't, honestly. And he's going to go for the Latios to KO me, which unfortunately, he will, because I'm pretty sure that's a freaking Specs Latios, because that is doing a lot of damage. Insanely massive. So now I'm going to bring in my Cobalion, knowing he's going to be forced to switch, and he goes for his Magnezone, which is okay. I go for a Sword Stance as he brings in the Magnezone, because Metallica is pretty cool. And he must be Choice Scarfed, because he outsped me. And I live, fortunately, so I get off close combat, so my Sword Stance was not completely in vain. Unfortunately, I am going to lose my Cobalion to Latios this next turn, which is rather unfortunate, but okay, it's all okay. I still got plenty of Pokemon. I'm still doing pretty good. And so he's going to go for the Surf. Pretty smart play, honestly, not locking himself into Draco Meteor. That's a pretty good choice right there. And I decide to bring in my Cradily. He switches out, figuring it will be a Storm Drain Cradily, which it is. And I am going to go for this Toxic on the Chansey, which I expected him to switch, honestly, but he didn't, which was a little strange, but it's all good. So now I bring in my Metagross, which this Metagross is actually a Choice Scarf set, and I'm going to trick that Eviolite away from him. A little bit surprised he didn't switch out, honestly, because you would think that me spraying in a Metagross would be kind of a dead giveaway that I am some kind of choice or Iron Ball or something that's going to get away your Eviolite. But he didn't. So now he's going to bring in Latios on the Meteor Mash, which Meteor Mash absolutely devastates that Latios because Metagross has insanely high attack, especially when it's invested to full. And now I'm going to go for the Meteor Mash. It's insane. I still outspeed even though he's Choice Scarfed. Chansey is slow. That is going to be the match, so comment, like, and sub if you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys later.